Matthew 10, verses 40 through 42. Starting at verse 40, he who receives you receives me, and he who receives me receives him who sent me. Now these are the words of Yeshua, our Christ Jesus. Verse 41, he who receives a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he who receives a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. And whoever gives one of these little ones only a cup of cold water in the name of a disciple, assuredly I say to you, he shall by no means lose his reward. Look, beloveds, if some of y'all who are prophets, who are righteous men of God, whom Christ has sent and whom the Father has sent through Christ, you're wondering why folk don't want to receive you. Other people outside your family receive you as a prophet, and they're receiving a prophet's reward. Other people outside of your family receiving you, righteous man, and they're receiving a righteous man's reward. Well, why my family ain't receiving me, Apostle Nurse? Perhaps because your family are not disciples. According to verse 42. We're going to read it again. And whoever gives one of these little ones only a cup of cold water in the name of a disciple, assuredly I say to you, he shall by no means lose his reward. But yet we have family in our families. There are people who don't receive us as the prophets of God, who don't receive us as the righteous people of God. Expect to receive a prophet's reward and expect to receive a righteous man's reward, as they don't give the prophet a cold glass of water. Beloveds, these things ought not be. But unfortunately, in this dark and last and evil days, because many of our families and many people outside of our families, they have taken heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils and the teachers thereof. Look, they rather, continue to give heed to the teachers thereof, but still not receive the true prophets of God or the righteous people of God. But yet they expect the Most High God to give them a reward. It does not matter. God is not respecter of persons. You shall not receive a prophet's reward or a righteous man's reward if you don't receive of them and receive of the Father through Christ who has sent them. Glory be